All right, so today we are doing spheres. So let's write in our planner. In your planner, your homework is a book page. So let's see. Nope, I'm wrong. So I said that your homework was just the lesson check. So your homework is just to do the lesson check today for surface area and volume of spheres. So write that down in your planner that your homework is just the lesson check. And I don't know if we wrote down yesterday that we're going to have a quiz on Thursday. My son still has a fever today, but he's getting better, so I'll be back on Wednesday most likely. Okay, so you're going to need your calculator out. You're going to need your formula sheet. I don't think I did printed notes for today because we don't really need to draw the spheres, and if we did need to, it's not that hard to draw. We're going to correct our homework first. So this is, I think, one of the hardest one so far. There's just so many places to make mistakes. If you try to do these formulas from yesterday from memory, you're going to be making mistakes here and there. So like I did the first three and showed my work just to, so you can see, if you made a mistake where it was. So let's look at all the answers first and then I'll go over 1, 2, and 3. So I told you that you only need to do 1 through 9 yesterday, and I said the other ones are optional, so they're here. If you did more, they're there. Actually, that does not look right. Here, there. So here's 1 through 9, and I know there was problem solving, but I don't think I told you guys to do that. So just 1 through 9, here's the answers, and then I did the first 3. So correct with the correcting pen. If you're getting a lot wrong, that's pretty common for this because there's just so many steps and it's easy to forget. Especially if you're not showing any work and you're just typing into a calculator, you gotta stop doing that and show work. So like I said, you can pause the video right here and see which ones you're getting wrong. I think we have a substitute today that is a male. So if you could, sir, write down anybody that does not have their homework done today. Even if they say they forgot it at home, we say that they don't have it. So if you could just write down who does not have it in front of them. Okay? And then they can turn it in tomorrow for partial credit. All right, so pause the video if you want, and then I'm going to change the screen here to go over those first 3. So the formula for a cone is pi times radius squared plus pi times radius times the slant height. So there's my work shown. I did that in my calculator, pressed equals. Did that part in my calculator, pressed equals. And then I added it, and I got 1017.4. So if you didn't get that, it's you need to slow down and do each step by step. All right, for a pyramid, that's where there's you're more likely to make mistakes. At first, I forgot this half, and then I was trying to do it from memory. So then I went back and looked at my formula, and I remembered, oh yeah, it's a half there. Okay, so the first part is the area of the base, and the base is 18 by 18. So that's where that's from. And I got 324 for that section. And the second part of the formula is 1/2 times p, which is perimeter of the base, times the slant height. So 1/2 times the perimeter of the base would be 18 plus 18 plus 18 plus 18. So I do that part in my calculator like all on its own, and then I write that down. That's 72. Okay, and then the slant height is 24. So you want to do this step by step. You don't want to just type it into your calculator left to right. Okay, and then for this part I did 1/2 times 72 times 24, and I got half of 1728, so I got whatever half of that is, and that's because I did my work first, and then I was like, my answer's not right. That's because I forgot the half, so I did that after the fact. Okay, so it would be half of 1728 for that part. Then I added them together and got 1188. Okay, so then when I did it my second time, I remembered the half. Okay, so the area of the base is 9 times 12. There it is, I got 108. And then it's 1/2 times the perimeter of the base, which is 12 plus 9 plus 12 plus 9, and I got 42. So I do that part separate and write that down, times the slant height. Boom. And that got me 315. Then I add them together, and I got 423. So I did the same thing for these ones to get the other answers. Okay? So if you're getting these wrong, it's probably these ones, and it's because you need to do the perimeter of the base separately, like add it together, get that answer, write it down. Don't forget the half. Okay? So those are those, and you can use your formula sheet. Don't try to do it from memory like I did, because I'm sitting at home. I don't have my formula sheet. I'm just trying to do it, and then I looked it up. So I was like, I'm getting it wrong. All right. So that's that. If you do have any questions, I should be back tomorrow. What we're doing today is spheres. So write down 8, 9 spheres. And we're doing volume and surface area today. So students kind of struggle with this one usually. I think it's because the lesson is volume and surface area in the same lesson. So we just need to read the directions carefully and make sure we're doing volume when it says volume and surface area when it says surface area. Okay, so I just searched the internet for my formula sheet and pulled it up, and we are looking here, down here. And then I just wanted to remind you that the pyramids were the harder one that we did yesterday, that we did surface area. And there's big B is area of the base, and then the 1/2 is there. And this is the perimeter, and this is slant height. So make sure you look at that when you're taking your quiz on Thursday. Okay, it's got everything outlined here. All right, today we're doing spheres. So if it says volume, we'll use this formula. If it asks us to find surface area, we'll use this one. So make sure you look at this and use this. So volume is 4/3 times pi r to the 3rd power, and surface area is 4 times pi r squared. Okay, so those are the formulas we'll use. So basically for surface area, if you're just finding the area of a circle, it would be pi r squared. So the surface area of the whole sphere is 4 times that circle. And then for the volume, you do it to the 3rd power because you're trying to fill in the sphere with the volume. And then we multiply it by 4/3 to fill in that volume. Okay? So here we go. So you don't need to write this part down, but a sphere is a set of points in 3 dimensions that are a fixed distance from the center. And they would be the distance of the radius, you know, going out in all directions. Okay? A plane that intersects a sphere through its center divides it into hemispheres. If you think of the globe, you will not be tested on this vocab. It's just we're talking about it for fun. So you kind of know. The edge of the hemisphere right here is called the great circle, and that's where that pi r squared comes from. And then we multiply it by 4 to cover this, like if we're covering like a chocolate orange from Christmas time. Okay? The volume of a hemisphere, this hemisphere right here, is exactly halfway between the volume of a cone and a cylinder. Okay, so if you imagine this is a cylinder and then this is a cone, half of a sphere is exactly halfway between that. You don't need to remember that. Remember that. It's just kind of good for visual learners to see that. Okay, so first we're going to start with volume, and again it's 4/3 times pi times radius to the third power. Okay, so we're going to find the volume of a sphere with a radius of 12 centimeters. Make sure it's radius, and we're not going to do in terms of pi. We're just going to find the answer, okay, to the nearest tenth, and again we'll use 3.14 for pi. Okay, so in your notes, we don't have to draw a picture of this. We're just going to do 4/3 times pi, which we'll use 3.14, and the radius is 12. And don't square it, we're going to raise it to the third power. So let me just pause this for a second. I'll open up the calculator so I can show you how you do the third power. Alright, so I've got my calculator here, and I'm using the fraction button to do 4/3. You can pause the video if kids need to open up this calculator if you don't have it open. Times pi, 3.14. Don't use the pi button. And then times 12. To do the third power, you use this exponent button right here. This is if you're squaring, but we're not squaring, we're doing to the third power. And just type in a 3 and hit enter. Okay, it says to round to the tens place, so I'll do 7234.6. And this is volume, so this will be centimeters cubed. Okay, so that's how you do volume. You guys try this one. I have a volume again, and it's a sphere with a radius of 3 meters, and we're going to do it in terms of, no, we're not going to do that. We're just going to do this to the nearest tenth. Okay, so it's 4/3 times pi times the radius to the third power. So you guys try it. Pause the video and then come back and see if you got it right. Alright, so I have some of it typed in here, 4/3 times 3.14 times the radius, which is 3, to the third power. And you should have gotten 113.0 if you round it to the tens place. And that would be in meters to the third power, or meters cubed. Okay, if you got that right, you are awesome. If you're struggling, we can talk about this tomorrow, but just remember that you multiplied to the third power. Not times 3, it's 3 times 3 times 3, which is 27. Alright, my video is going to run out soon, so I might need to do a second video. We'll see. Now we're going to do surface area. So surface area is 4 times pi times radius. We're back to squared. Okay. So here I have, we're not going to do in terms of pi. Nearest tenth, here's our sphere. The radius is 3. So we'll do 4 times pi times the radius, which is 3, squared. Okay, so 4 times pi. We're doing surface area, so we're using this formula. Oops, come back. Times 3 to the second power. And we're just rounding to the tens place, so it is just by chance the same as the other one. 113.0 inches squared. Squared because we're doing surface area. Okay, you guys try this one. The moon has this radius in kilometers. Rounded to the nearest tenth. You guys try it.